Imagine waking up one morning and bonking your head on the ceiling, not because you got up too fast, not because the ceiling got lower, but because gravity just decided to take the day off. Yeah, like it always does, every spring. In this reality, gravity is seasonal, not metaphorically, not spiritually, literally, measurably, unreasonably. Earth's gravity fluctuates in a perfectly predictable annual cycle, strong in winter, weak in summer, and everyone just kind of rolls with it. You see someone tying bricks to their shoes in July and shrugging. At first, this sounds like the greatest thing since ice cream that doesn't melt in space. Think about it, a lighter bodies in summer, jumping over fences like a superhero. Space missions? Forget rockets. Just wait for August and yeet yourself into orbit. But hold on there, because while seasonal gravity sounds like a physics vacation, it's also the spark for total planetary nonsense. So let's break it down. First question, why the heck is gravity seasonal? Short answer, it isn't. Gravity, as we know it, is tied to mass. Earth has mass. You have mass. Mass is constant. Boom. Science. But in this universe, gravity is more like weather, or allergies, or fashion trends. Some years strong, some months weak. Maybe it's something to do with quantum tides or graviton pollen, or maybe Earth's wobbling distance from a Milky Way center. Honestly, whatever. Forget realism. We're here for realish weirdness. Let's say gravity follows a perfect sine curve. It peaks at 150% in January, then bottoms out at 10% in July. Yep, 10%. That means if you weigh 60 kilograms in winter, you weigh 6 kilograms in summer. A toddler could bench press you in July. Chairs would need seat belts. And bathroom scales would need therapy. People adapt. Weighted boots, magnetic sidewalks, harnesses that work like human leashes. But stairs? Stairs become seasonal hazards. One wrong step in summer, and it's see you in September. Public transport? Oh boy. Subways in July? Forget it. The doors open, one breeze, and half the train floats out. We need gravity buses, magnetized floors, and seatbelts on sidewalks. Even city planning would be absurd. In summer, floating lanes, sealing traffic, drone cops. In winter, trench boots, escalator ladders, and ankle salt instead of road salt. Oh, and fashion? Fashion completely changes. Not by style, but by physics. Winter, reinforced exosuits. Summer, clothes with ballast pockets or literal bricks sewn into your pants. High fashion, low altitude. Let's talk sports. Gravity ruins every Olympic event. Basketball, half-court dunks are standard. Courts would need ceiling nets to catch players. Tennis, the ball takes 40 seconds to land. Spectators age visibly. Soccer, headers are illegal in July. Fatal in January. Golf, hit a ball, and it might land 2 countries over next Wednesday. Oh, and Quidditch becomes real by accident. But that's just humans. What about the rest of the planet? Gravity doesn't just hold you down, it holds everything together. Oceans, air, mountains, even your internal organs. And when gravity changes, well, everything gets weird. So, what happens when gravity itself changes every year? Well, the first thing that panics isn't you, it's the oceans. Let's not forget, tides aren't just there to ruin sandcastles. They're the delicate result of Earth's gravity tugging in perfect sync with the moon. But in a world where Earth's gravity decides to take summers off, that delicate balance? Yeah, it turns into a cosmic slip and slide. In winter, Earth's stronger gravity sucks the oceans tighter to the planet. Sea levels dip, coastlines stretch, surfers weep. In July, gravity backs off and the oceans just go, cool, I live everywhere now. Tides become seasonal disasters. Beachfront hotels need retractable foundations. Cruise ships get stranded in parking lots. Marine life organizes unions. Floating coral reefs demand navigational rights. Planning a beach vacation? Better check the gravity forecast. Or you might wake up to find your hotel 10 kilometers offshore. Next problem, buildings. Most buildings are designed with one assumption. In winter, everything feels 50% heavier. In summer, 90% lighter. Steel bends. Foundations shift. Skyscrapers designed for heavy January loads accidentally launch into July skies. Modern architecture turns into something between Lego and Jenga. Engineers design seasonally adaptive buildings. In summer, solar sails and balloon support. In winter, reinforced base plates that lock into the earth like icebergs. Elevators? Banned. Instead, gravity shafts, vertical tunnels for floating up in July, or bracing for impact in January. And toilets? Yeah, let's not forget toilets. You do not want to flush a toilet in July. That water, it's not committed to down. It swirls, hovers, then stares at you like, your move. Plumbing collapses. Pipes burp. Faucets cry. Showers spray sideways. And fixing this mess? It's not plumbing anymore. It's orbital mechanics. But let's get back outdoors. You open a window in July and hear flapping. Not wings. Screams. From birds. Here's the thing. Low gravity should make flying easier. But nope. Birds evolved for one thing. Earth's gravity at 9.8 meters per square second. You mess with that? They're done. In winter, gravity's too strong. Birds can barely hop. Sparrows stagger like drunk dinosaurs. Ostriches look smug. In July, the sky becomes a no-return zone. Pigeons flap once gone. Geese migrate into space by accident. We need seasonal bird rescue teams. Oh, and bird sanctuaries in the upper atmosphere. Also, space owls. Don't think too hard about it. Now, picture a bee. Bees don't fly like birds. They can't course-correct midair. In July, they leave the hive and just keep going. Beekeepers wear jetpacks. Bees accidentally pollinate satellites. And in October, when gravity returns, you get honey rain. And let's not forget dogs. Have you ever walked a golden retriever in 10% gravity? They don't care about physics. Pet stores sell hover leashes with weighted collars, guaranteed to keep your corgi below cloud level. And plants? They panic too. Plants rely on gravity to know what's up and down. But in April, as gravity weakens, the compass goes haywire. Trees lean sideways. By June, half your backyard looks like Dr. Seuss designed it. Tomatoes float away. Pumpkin patches drift across farms like spooky blimps. Apples fall up, get stuck in clouds, and never come back. Farmers harvest floating zucchini in jetpacks. Kale comes in jars. Carrots have parachutes. And now we enter the celestial nightmare zone. Because seasonal gravity messes with more than Earth. It breaks space itself. Earth's gravity helps hold the moon in place. In January, stronger gravity pulls the moon closer. In July, weaker gravity lets it drift just a little farther away. Repeat the cycle for decades, and now the moon is on a wobbly, elliptical nightmare orbit. Tides go berserk. Some days there are 3 high tides. Other days, the ocean just leaves. Lunar eclipses? Random. Space agencies freak out. Satellites fall out of orbit in January, then float back up confused in July. And astronauts, they're doomed. Imagine working on the ISS. Your orbit is precisely calculated based on Earth's gravity. Now that pull changes every few months. You either drift into space forever or fall and cook an atmosphere. And that, folks, is why seasonal gravity might be the worst idea ever. All right, let's talk movement. In January, you feel like you're wearing cement shoes. Every stair hurts. Every jump, a cruel joke. Jogging? Forget it. Fitness apps just say, don't. In July, 1 step, and you float 6 feet forward like a budget Ironman. Cough? You're airborne. Forget to tie your shoes? You're now a weather balloon. So now you're floating through July, dodging apples in the sky and wondering, how do people live like this? The answer? We adapt. Not well, but impressively. Let's start with babies. Being born is already weird. But now, imagine being born in 10% gravity. Doctors don't deliver babies anymore. They catch them, like soft baseballs. Midwives look like skydiving instructors. Delivery rooms come equipped with butterfly nets and ceiling fans, just in case. And in those first few weeks, babies born in low gravity don't build muscle the same way. They float, they drift, they burp, and spin slowly like infused satellites. Toys hover. Cribs have walls. Parents spend big on magnetic diapers. But come September, when gravity slams back, that first experience of normal gravity is rough. The baby collapses on the floor like, what is this dense new hell? Daycares adapt to. Summer, float school. Winter, weightlifting for toddlers. Now fast forward to teenagers. Hormones, awkward growth. And now, physics betrayal. In spring, as gravity drops, kids hit sudden growth spurts. You go to sleep 5 feet 5 inches, you wake up 5 feet 8 inches, and floating. By fall, gravity slams back, and your knees sound like an old fax machine. Gym class becomes a total joke. Summer, everyone's bouncing around like Spider-Man. Winter, dodgeball becomes legally questionable. Dating gets a little weirder. Want to go stargazing in July? Sure, bring weights. I don't want to float away again. Now, let's talk about medicine. Hospitals need 2 entirely different sets of protocols. One for summer, one for winter. In July, IVs don't drip. They hover. Blood tests involve you chasing the sample. Surgery? The tools float. The organs float. You float. Operating rooms come with artificial gravity generators, or they spin like space stations to stabilize. And CPR? Good luck. You push on their chest, and they float right into the ceiling. Doctors carry tether guns to pull them back down. In January, the opposite problem. Gravity goes beast mode. Doctors need exosuits just to lift patients. CPR? You'd break ribs just by high-fiving someone. And then there's crime. Oh, yeah. Gravity crimes are totally a thing. In summer, bank robbers bounce off rooftops. Thieves float through second-floor windows. Getaway cars? Nope. It's jetpacks now. Police need sky drones, anti-gravity nets, and hover cuffs. Imagine this. A thief steals a diamond, leaps off a balcony, floats away slowly, yelling, "I regret nothing." In winter, gravity flips the script. Criminals can't run. They try to escape and collapse under their own weight. Prisons use year-round gravity stabilizers. Even the inmates agree. Seasonal G-force whiplash is cruel and unusual punishment. Next up, infrastructure. Cities go full sci-fi. In summer, skyscrapers expand and float gently upward. In winter, they shrink and sink back into reinforced foundations. Suburbs hover above metro centers like gentle clouds. Moving house? Easier in July. Just strap on propellers and drift your floating home across town like a giant Winnebago balloon. There's even an entire industry for gravity-resilient architecture. Self-balancing bridges, weighted staircases, rooftop gardens that turn into sky meadows for a few months each year. Now, let's scale up to civilization. You'd think humanity would try to fix this seasonal gravity mess. And we do. We build massive orbiting gravity stabilizers, satellites that constantly adjust the gravity field across. But guess what? People start arguing about it. Turn gravity down, I want to fly. No, turn it up. My soup keeps escaping. We get political parties. The low G alliance, freedom to float. The high G order, structure, security, strong bones. The moderate gravity council, everyone hates them equally. Governments even release daily gravity forecasts. Tomorrow's gravity, 61%. Dress light, strap down pets. And of course, there's a black market. People sell illegal gravity patches, personal tech that lets you control your own gravity bubble. Some people spend their entire lives at 0.5 G. Others crank it up to 2 G just to feel alpha. Social media blows up. Hey, I'm Floaty Faye, and today we're testing this microgravity skincare routine. Don't forget to subscribe. Finally, culture changes. People celebrate Gravity Day, July 28th, the day Earth hits its lowest G of a year. At noon sharp, millions of people stop what they're doing and jump, not to win, not to escape, just to rise together. For a few seconds, the whole world lifts off the ground. Kids laugh. Old folks wave. Skeptics roll their eyes and jump anyway. It's the one day gravity lets us dream and then gently pulls us back, except for Dave. Dave forgot his ballast. And there you have it. A world where gravity is seasonal isn't just bizarre. It's a full-blown reprogramming of reality. Funny, chaotic, beautiful. We'd adapt. We'd fail. We'd laugh. We'd float. And knowing humanity, we'd mess it up spectacularly. But hey, we never stay grounded for long.